Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our final day of the symposium. It's been an amazing weekend. We've had some fantastic speakers, and we've got some more today. It's a pretty crowded schedule, so I just want to read through. And I'm getting old, so I'm going to need these. Getting old is the wrong term. I am old. This morning, we're going to kick off in a few minutes with a keynote from Frank Braccia, who's going to talk about education's distant mirror. See, I told you I needed the glasses. Frank is a headmaster in Mumbai, and he's graciously agreed to come in and talk to us about his experiences in education and his journey. And that really is what we're all here to talk about. We're all educators, get very, very excited to talk about education in the same way that if you walk into a Tesla garage, they get excited to talk about cars. So please do excuse us as we seem overly excited simply to talk about the most important thing in the world, education. We've got a panel happening upstairs at the same time, which is Parents as Partners, and that's led by Miss Rima. So there are, oh yes, I haven't explained that. Yes, thank you. I haven't explained, there are 3 floors. For those of you who were not here yesterday, there are 3 floors that the event is happening. On the ground floor, we call this the classroom, and most of the events that are happening here talk about the work that's done inside the classroom. On the first floor, we have a space that we're calling the school, and that's where we talk things that happen beyond just simply in the classroom. It's also where the workshops will happen. So if you decided to join a workshop, please make your way up to the first floor whenever that starts. On the 4th floor is a place we call the world. Every school reflects the community that it's in and creates the community that it's in. And it's important that we see the school not just as a place to come and learn, but a place to build the community. And that's why a lot of our talks are happening in the place, as I say, we like to call the world. So, on the first floor at 10 o'clock, or at the same time in a few minutes, Ms. Rima will lead a panel discussion on parents and partners. At 10:30, it's coming thick and fast, Ms. Stephanie Holt will talk about balloon theory, which is a little bit more fun, well, a little bit more fun than my talk a little later. But I do recommend you go up to the 4th floor, which is the world, to hear her talk on balloon theory and how students are like balloons, I think is the key point. We have a workshop at the same time on the 1st floor, which is led by Michaela. I don't know if any of you have seen the photos that I recently posted about Miss Michaela's room. It's usually my classroom. My classroom's a lot more boring than that. There are now toys everywhere, and she's never having them back and keeping them. They are mine forever. We do have, of course, space for our students as well. Students are the heart of what we do. And there will be a student showcase on this floor and what we call the TEDx. TEDx is an opportunity for students to learn by doing. And they will be here at, and he just quickly tries to find that again, they'll be here at 12:30. Before that, there's a fireside chat on the 1st floor talking about AI. AI has been one of the button topics that we've all addressed this weekend. It's been really interesting to hear what different parents, different stakeholders think about how AI is going to influence education. And that fireside chat will lead into a workshop with Miss Afreen, who is joining us from Bangalore. She drove 16 hours, which feels so please, yeah, really. Has driven all the way here, and she's leading a workshop on the 1st floor at, I believe, 12 o'clock. So please do join her to learn more about how AI is going to impact education. We have another panel at 12:30. Richard Holt, our Deputy Head of Primary, is leading a panel called the ABCs to Analytical Mind, the Power of Primary Learning. I had a professor who used to say that if you could teach kindergarten, if you could teach the early years education, you could teach anybody. If you can help 3-year-olds to stop running around and destroying things, please come to my house and do it, because I haven't found a way. But if you can do that, then a 17-year-old is not going to be an issue. I really do recommend, whether you're in primary, whether you have a small primary child, I should definitely check this one out. But whatever age your child is, or whatever age your inner child is, please do go and join that panel. It'll be really interesting. We then have another workshop. Miss Stephanie Holt. Oh no, I've just read that one. Finally then, we have a keynote from our head of primary, Miss Michaela, who will be back down here after running a workshop, a panel, and everything else. Is there anything you're not doing today? Please do join her for our final address at 1:30. And of course, we'll have a closing ceremony here at 2 o'clock. It's a very, very full day, and we're excited to get started. We're excited for you all to be here. So, there are two things happening in a couple of minutes. The first one will be on this floor, with Mrs. Frank back here. I'll get it right in a minute. Back here? Braccia. Sorry, my Italian I should definitely know. Will be speaking. At the same time, there is a panel on the first floor, parents as partners. So, grab your coffee. There's more upstairs. If you would like to join the panel, please make your way up to the first floor. And if you would like to stay here for the riveting talk, that will begin in just a couple of minutes. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the day.